going on YouTube? The boy Aaron signing in once again with another video. I wish I could face that way because the sun all in my eye. And if I face the camera this way, then the sun's gonna be all in the camera. So we're gonna have to sacrifice my eyes, y'all, on this video. So if y'all see me like squinch a lot, then just know that the sun is in my eyes. So don't mind it for real. But what's going on, family? I gotta let that energy out, y'all. My butt was out here just enjoying the scenery and taking in the moment more today. So I'm kind of a little drained and just wanted to sit down and chill. But anyways, y'all, as I can see from today's title and the title of the video, oh, that's a big old eagle. It's over there on that rock, but I can't see from this angle. But anyways, today's video title I want to talk about. I want to talk more on just a topic that I've been going around lately, that I've been hearing, less is more. What I'm starting to understand about like less is more, as I'm getting older and stuff, I'm just starting to understand that like the less we do things, like the more it's like beneficial in our life. And I know it don't really make sense how I'm saying it right now, but I'm about to break it down to y'all like as simple as possible. And so hopefully like this can make just sense throughout your day. And what I mean about like what less is more, because I've been hearing it a lot and I kind of was confused on it, because I'm like, all right, dude, I'm more of a person that looks at stuff like, do you want to do more things to feel like you're more productive or active? But no, one thing a lot of entrepreneurs tell me about, like a lot of these entrepreneurs and these people that be mentoring me, is they tell me like less is more. So for example, it's just like less talking, less productivity, if I'm saying the word right, and just less in general, y'all. And what I mean about that word less, like I'm not saying like less listening or something like that, because you want to listen. But what I mean by that, like we as a person, because I'm sure that y'all that's watching and stuff, just y'all go through the same thing. Like we're expected to do more and have more on our schedule, but I'm starting to understand that the less we do things, the more our life will be easier. And when we hear less, like we think it's a bad thing. I'm starting to understand like the less we do a lot of things, and the more we do the things that we need to be doing, it's like life will be easier. So y'all kind of got to bear with me. But and it's kind of crazy me saying that, because it's like, it's not crazy me saying it, but it's like it's something different like me saying that, because like a lot of people tell me this, like doing less talking, less of all these goals. Back to the video I did yesterday, like all these things you want to do, and you just clearing up and staying on one thing. It's like the less you do, the more freedom in a weird way like you have. And when I want to go based on like how society feels like you have to do more, have more goals, more tasks, and more things to do throughout your day or throughout your life. It's just like the people I'm starting to understand that does less and has stuff to do things for them, like they have the whole day to them, stay like they have all their time back in a weird way. Y'all bear with me. So we're taught that success means like stacking up more possessions, more goals, more noise. But think about it. When your hands are full of everything, how do you grasp on what truly matters? Less is not emptiness. Less is clarity. It removes the excess so you can see the beauty that begins there all alone. It's trading quantity over quality, a few deep friendships instead of a crowd of strangers, one dream pursued with all your heart instead of hundreds half-started plans. When you strip away this culture, you make space for focus and for peace and for meaning. And that's what I just starting to notice, y'all, off that when I was just reading that speech, and people just tell me on why less is really more in life, because if you really think of it, like if you're so busy doing a lot of things, like it's just like it's so much chaos, and I feel like you're not aiming at the main goal. I'm sure y'all, like I said, y'all have dreams and stuff and all things y'all want to do, but then it's like when you so busy throughout life, like, cause one thing about life is busy, and it's so unexpected too. Like, you could plan out your day, but something's going to happen, like something's going to happen, it's either your mom gonna need you to run to the store to grab some, help your friend cause his car breaking. It's like a lot of stuff's gonna happen throughout the day. So that's one thing about life. But I'm just starting to understand that for you to have more focus on your goals, your dreams, or everything, you to become a better person in general, like you have to start doing less throughout your life, Whether that's having less friends, doing less talking, and watching lesser videos, and like changing as a person. Me growing up as a kid, like I'm sure majority of y'all fall into this, like thinking that the more you do, the more you have. You was looked at as a king, and charisma, and this big person, and this busy person, And I'm starting to understand in life, like, bro, like as I'm getting older, like less is more real in a weird way. The more you have, it's like you don't understand what's real and all that, and it starts to take away, your happiness in a weird way. For me, for example, like it's just start taking away more of my happiness when I just start having more things to do, because it feel like I never had time for myself. And when this mentor was telling me about this topic, just less is more, like it just made me really sit back and think on that, like, because I'm like, bro, I never really truly heard of this. This is something new to me. I'm usually thinking like you have to do more things throughout life. But, bro, the less you do throughout your life, it's just like the more you will start to understand. The more you start to understand how your life can become easier and more peaceful. And I'm sure a lot of you guys like go through stuff like this. Like some of y'all probably have a lot of stuff to do, and you don't have time to yourself to think on what to do, and clarity on your dreams and your goals that you want to accomplish. You know, it's like so much stuff is taking up that, and I really want you just use this video as homework, and just like whatever you ever see, whenever like what do I need to start cutting out throughout my life to get my peace back, because one thing I'm starting to understand as a young adult is just peace is really everything, and peace is hard. We're just so cut off that we want more things, more girlfriend, more girls. If y'all is for you young audience out there, like I'm sure a lot of y'all be like, bro, I want more girlfriends. But I'm starting to understand, like the more women, even like in that, like you having more women, it's like you will have to always understand that you have to give them time, because they're still a human being. You still gotta hang out with them. You still gotta show interest in them. It's like so much stuff, and it's so much stuff that goes throughout that. And for y'all that's just so busy, I just want y'all to really reflect on what can I take out with my life to have more quality. One thing about today's society that we're in today, like people would rather have quantity over quality. But anyways, y'all, I hope y'all understand the message throughout this video. I didn't really want to make this video too long. Hope y'all enjoyed the cinematic type of shots I'm taking. Probably gonna go get some more clips, because I didn't get everything around this field. This field is very big, and I need to add this on my favorites, because I ain't gonna lie, this is my favorite spot now. I love every single one of y'all. Y'all have a blessful day, a blessful evening, a blessful morning, whatever time it is. Just I hope that it just turn out a good day in general for you. And yeah, y'all. Peace, love, bro. Your boy Aaron. I'm signing out.